Yes.
Drones.
Hello. So
Hello.
what would you like to do?
Well,
Over that side of the building, as we did have an incident with loss of control that caused a lot of damage.
He has an orange bike and he always wears green tracky bottoms.
牛逼！哎，刚才我看到一个长得特像鲁尼，我。
We call to maybe get you to bring it down, just because obviously it's interrupting with our sound.
where are you going?
Start with the wooden structure erected for the baptism of King Edwin in 627.
Yeah,
we can
sure.
Start there.
You don't know what you're in for.
Yeah, start there. Yeah.
快钱了，你看人家都带着。哦，这个你看，他说这个人。
Yeah, the main thing is the current structure above ground is actually the fourth version of the Minster. In stages until 1220 when they started building this by tearing down parts of the old one and building a bigger section and then going somewhere else, tearing that bit of the old one down.
So it's what we thought. It's about the land. So you can pilot off our land, but not from our land.
So guys, welcome to King's Cross. We are travelling on this today. Class 91 train. LNER. It's quite a infamous journey because very soon they're going to be out of service, out of retirement, or retired, should I say. So I thought I'd document the journey a little bit, just on my way up to York today to do some filming, auditing for the channel. Yeah, we're actually in first class as well, which appears to be the back of this train. And these trains are push-pull. The engine is at the front, and then its carriage is all the way. And at the back they have a DVT, which is basically a fake engine. It's just a carriage with a driver's cabin shaped like an engine, and on the way back down it will push from the rear, which is quite weird in my opinion. I've always found it strange because you've got a very light train and a heavy engine at the back, so if ever there was an accident at speed, I feel like if it's in push formation it would come off a lot worse off. And this was proven back in the day on different various accidents that have happened. But we're going to get on. We'll show people max speed is 125 miles an hour. Much nicer than these things here, which have engines in each carriage, I believe electric, and I believe they're multiple. They can also diesel. They've got diesel engines in as well. I think only one per set though, or two possibly. Anyway, here is the engine taking us as far as Doncaster today, and we're changing at Doncaster to go to York. These trains are only on, look at all the flies on that. These trains are only on certain times of the day, certain routes, mostly to Leeds, King's Cross to Leeds, couple a day to York, I think one to Bradford, one to Skipton, which is a very random termination place. Skipton's middle of nowhere. But yeah, we are going to have to get on now.
Get off the bike, please. We don't want you filming like that.
Filming or riding?
Scooting and
Yeah?
filming.
I'm filming.
No, don't have to film people.
No,
Are you allowed to film?
I'm filming the train.
Yeah, but don't get off your bike, please.
Oh, I was just on the edge of the pedal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still a safety issue to us.
I'm in K today, first class.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Which is over there.
Thank you very much, my friend. It's already started. No filming allowed. No, I was just riding on the edge of the pedal just to speed up my travelling down here. Right, let's get on. What we'll be doing on this train is we're going to be charging the bike as well, so we're going to get the battery out of here and charge it. Coffee, please. Yes. No, thank you. First class is pretty nice on these trains. I don't think I've been on one of these since I was a kid. They've definitely refurbished them since then. I've got the camera on super wide lens, so you've got a full view of everything here. Complimentary coffee.
Check it out, tickets and passes, please.
So you can see the bike folds up. Nice and easy. Thank you. So we just passed Stevenage. Got a bacon roll. So a quick stop off at Peterborough. 45 minutes and we're in Peterborough from London. Very, very fast. Some random ScotRail train there. No idea what it is. Don't see those where I live. Yeah, and the time now is 8:51. Next stop, Doncaster, 9:40. So guys, Doncaster, we're off at Doncaster. We're going to watch this one depart and then we're going to catch our connection. Lots of people, train spotters mostly here, taking photos of this, documenting it. I'm not the only one. Got a 15 minutes wait I think for the connection, 20 minutes wait. Yeah. On there, yeah.
First one I got of them,
Yeah,
it was that big on my bloody shoulder. Look at that. Yeah. Brilliant, isn't it?
Here he goes. That's it, we're off at Doncaster. Never been to Doncaster, I don't think, before in my life. And there's the DVT I told you at the back. No engine at all at the back, but it looks like an engine. Well guys, welcome to York. York City Centre. I think we're in that old school street here. Haven't checked on the map, but it looks a bit like it. The Shambles, is it called? Could be wrong. It's a pretty funky place. But we're on our way to Cathedral, well, Minster. York Minster. Here it is, the Minster. And it does have some work being done. Scaffolding up. Nice little herbal tea shop here, look at that. Yeah, it's a very nice city so far here. And what a building. This is going to make a pretty cool flight, providing they grant permission, of course. Now, I wonder where the way in is. Which way is the way in, my friend?
I'm not sure.
That end or that end?
I think it's that end.
That end, yeah.
Yeah, just through there.
All right.
There and the whole house.
Cheers, I'll take a risk. What's going on here, mate?
I don't know what's going on. Oh, then the tours for church for Minster.
I heard someone say there's some filming going on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that now?
It is, yes.
What's it for?
Is your camera live?
It's not live. No,
Running.
it's running. It's not live. No one's listening to it. It's just memory card.
It's a Channel 4 police drama series.
Oh, nice. What, in there or?
We've just been on the front. So if you'd been here 20 minutes earlier, you could have filmed it.
Where are they now? Inside? Ah, down there.
Yeah, unfortunately you're not allowed to go. But we will be back out here later on.
All right, mate. So I can't walk down there?
No, unfortunately. You're being shocked because they are looking this way.
Right. What's my name?
Yeah.
DJ E-Media.
DJ
E-Media.
E-Media. I know there's DJE.
That's probably me.
Is it you?
It depends what he does. What's he do?
No, there's one down near Derby, I think. He has an orange bike and he always wears green tracky bottoms.
DJ Audits, that is.
DJ Audits, yeah.
My mate.
Is it? He's alright, him. I don't find him offensive.
DJ E-Media is we do similar stuff. He does a lot of industrial.
That's right, yeah.
I tend to focus on these kind of buildings now, but I do a bit of everything. So being nosy in a film set is definitely going to be my thing, you know.
Sound, are we cool to maybe get you to bring it down just because obviously it's interrupting with our sound?
Where,
Mate, you JDE.
almost
Right.
DJ.
DJ, great videos. I watch some of your videos sometimes.
Thanks, man.
Brilliant. You done Garmin once down in Hampshire.
I did do Garmin, yeah. They
a mate of mine was MD down there, and that you told
Really?
me. Yeah, he said, "Are you drunk?" He come across drunk, but it's just the way he sounds.
Your mate was the guy on the phone.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, Sean Biddleton was that.
I never forget that one.
Yeah, it's quite a good one, that. I don't even know what we're on about. No, you don't watch it. I watched quite a few of this. I'll show you tonight. Come on.
Yeah. Thanks for watching anyway, mate.
Okay.
Take care, yeah. Well, guys, we're at York Minster. We've just done a little bit of filming behind. They've got a film set going on there. So we've got Channel 4 police drama series. But we're going to focus on the Minster for now. And what a building it is. Right, what's the situation with these? Or is it up there? I need to go to the main door.
Are you on the other side? Sorry, what was the question?
Drones.
Drones.
As in, I'm going to do a flight around the.
Are you part of the filming here?
Nothing to do with that. No.
No,
Just on my own. Yeah.
So when we
Do you
turn,
want
we'll just stop people
Oh,
walking down.
you
If there's anybody being like particularly loud, just try and keep them being quiet, but not much.
No, they'll print out the tickets and get them at the till. Yeah, but it's just that other side. The open door on the other side.
They are not related to filming. Professional. Take videos.
Yes,
Are
on
they
the
on?
other side. So the stairway there, if you see my colleagues on the other side. Yes.
I'm at the Southwest. The gentleman is asking about flying.
No, you could just walk
videoing
up.
the Minster
There's
from
no
outside. He's not related to the filming crew.
It's
Just
open
on his
now.
own. Is that okay?
When
When you give a long ass message and then they're like, could you repeat that?
Sorry.
Last time you could buy tickets is 4, and the building
Mercy,
closes at
thank you.
5. So if you're
Send her
already in
away.
there,
She
we
couldn't
won't
hear what
ask
I'm
you.
saying. Sorry.
Great.
That's perfect. Perfect coming in. There's some maps on your left if you'd like, and there's guided tours in there as well. Yeah, she won't be long. Sorry.
No worries.
Here yesterday.
Hello. Probably.
Probably. Yes.
Drones.
Hello. So
Hello.
what would you like to do?
Well, I turned up to fly here.
Okay. So you can't launch it off Minster land, but anywhere else is fine. Just be careful if you are flying it over the building. Please stay far away from the windows and be aware that if it does come down, we won't be able to retrieve it.
Can't you go up?
Unfortunately, not. No.
So no issue going over, no issue going. I'm probably going to focus on the front quite a lot here, I would say.
Yeah,
Quite
I'll
close-ish.
double check with control team, but just be aware that it is a working area and an entrance underneath. So from a health and safety point of view, we just ask that you be very, very careful.
Okay. Do you want me to wait for you to come back about?
I can do, yeah, but normally it's not an issue as long as you're not piloting it from our land. That's normally
And where's your land?
So it's the precinct. So at the general rule at the west end, past the cobbled road,
Okay.
is fair game.
Cool. Okay.
Let me double check about the health and safety, just with it being over the entrance.
Yeah, because it's quite detailed here, so I'm going to
Yeah, of course.
go up and down that bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. She said okay, but she's going to come back because I'm going to be quite close at the front, so she wants to double check
Right.
something. So
Cool. I've definitely seen drones before. I just thought because we've got filming going on that's actually booked in.
yeah,
I was
yeah, nothing to do with that. But
Hello.
wiecie, to ktoś, albo ktoś przyjdzie, albo otworzymy tam te drzwi.
Dobrze, więc to jest wszystko pod kontrolą. Dziękuję bardzo.
Dziękuję.
What language is that?
Well, you should learn.
Polish. Probably I should, yeah. Hello, you're back.
Hello, I'm just waiting for them to get back to me.
Okay, cool.
Oh, and you're not being ignored.
That's right.
It won't be long.
I just told that lady that. Are we opening the south door for?
Can I ask, what's the minister hoot? The word hoot, what's it mean? On your name badge?
It's the host.
Oh, hoot. Is it?
Host.
Ah, I thought it was a double O. I was like, what? Is that some crazy name for like a host or something? Sorry.
I'd love to be a minister. I know.
Is that even a word? Oh.
Is it? Don't like owls.
If you head straight down, you will.
No.
Sometimes like medieval buildings have really cool
Yeah.
names for their workers, their employees, like different abbreviations.
I don't know. Hoot? Maybe an owl? Maybe some type of clown? A jokester?
Really?
But I'd prefer hoot to host. That would be fun. So just change it. Put a sticker.
I'm here at 12. Steve's off in his break. You want me to be Okay.
So how long have you worked here?
All of 3 months.
Oh, new then.
Yes. I'm 2 months.
2 months. Wow. Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah. A lot of people get hired for the summer because it gets very busy. And also we've got a lot of people leaving.
Yes.
So
Well, a lot of a change with the academic years too. So a lot of people leave around August, July.
yeah.
Yeah, you already have tickets.
Yeah.
Have you been before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Such an event.
Oh, it's fine.
Is it a first for you, having someone come? Is it?
Yeah. When it went up, I honestly thought it was just a very straight flying pigeon. Wow, that
Really?
pigeon's flying so straight.
Like,
Hello, so I have an answer. So it's what we thought. It's about the land. So you can pilot off our land, but not from our land.
Sure.
So in terms of boundaries, I'd say you're safe other side of that cobbled road. Regarding coming close to the building, we do have peregrine falcons nesting, so there is a restriction on where you can fly.
Where are they?
So they're in the bell tower on the northwest side. So we'd ask avoid that tower and going over that side of the building.
Okay.
And if you are filming the windows, you must keep a really good distance from the windows, as we did have an incident with loss of control that caused a lot of damage not long ago.
Really?
Yes.
Was it a bigger drone or?
I think it was bigger than that, yeah.
Yeah.
But that is still up there.
Is it?
Yes, so there begins the process of trying to get that down. So if you
Ooh.
could be very careful, that would be much
Whereabouts?
appreciated.
I'm gonna have a look.
You won't be able to see it, it's on the top. So you'd be able to see it flying over probably, but it is in one of the towers.
Which tower do you know? I'll have
Don't,
a proper
I'm
nosy.
afraid.
No?
I don't,
But
but
it's on the top somewhere.
yes, it's on the top somewhere. It's wedged in a pinnacle, which, as you can imagine,
Right.
is not ideal.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, so happy to go. If
Cool.
it does get reported that you are coming a bit close, we might come and speak to you.
Okay.
But other than that, enjoy.
When I do my drone shots of these places, the close shots I get generally tend to be starting low, facing up with the camera, and then I go up at that angle.
Okay.
So if you see it quite close at that point, I mean, I'm talking about still maybe a good sort of from you to there.
So I'm the window.
If you're the window,
I'm the window.
let's say a couple of meters at least.
Okay.
But from here, it will look fairly close. But in reality, it's not. It's still going to be
Sure.
a fair distance.
We'll keep an eye.
Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, if that's okay. And then somebody might come and chat to you if it's looking a little bit ropey.
Ropey.
Yes.
What's ropey mean?
Just at risk, I suppose.
Bobbing around and.
Yes.
Okay.
Just because obviously there's a lot of visitor traffic coming through here as well.
Yeah,
So
I've got to
make
be
sure
safe on
that's
that as well, for sure. Okay, I'll start. I'll be over there by the blue bike.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
DJ Ardy.
Nearly. There you go.
Oh, well done, he's good.
I'm well known here. I've had 2 people already know me. Yeah. I've only been here an hour. Ah, the bike. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Are you local? No. Where? Sorry. Oh, Manchester. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I know. Charlie Beach area. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
More Billy Moore.
And Billy Moore. I like Billy.
get the police. You're going to be careful. You're going to get the police.
No.
Don't do that.
It's fine. Don't call the police, mate.
Huh?
Don't call the police.
Say again?
Don't call the police.
No, I won't. No, but just in case. Eh?
No, it's fine. It's a flying camera. Look.
Beautiful. You're going straight across.
Yeah, I've gone through as far as I could see anyway. But what I like to do with these type of buildings,
Straight down the face.
you see how far away it is, right? But on the camera, it looks quite close, isn't it? But I like to come down, and when I come down, I do it like that.
Yeah.
So the camera looks like it's super, super close, but the drone, it's not actually that close to the building. Look, it's just there. It's got to be about 10 meters, or well, 12 feet away.
Yeah.
But on there, it looks like it's right in.
So on this building, what they call a rose window, have you heard of it?
No.
So you need to go and ask them which one it is, but I think it's the big one on that side.
All right.
And it's the famous one that everybody comes to view, the rose window.
Oh, I'll have a look around there then.
Did you not know about that?
I didn't know about.
Yeah, it's called the rose window.
Ah. So, go on.
And then at the bottom is where they cut the stone. Have you seen them cutting the stone?
Right round?
Yeah.
I saw them doing something, yeah.
So at the other end of here is where they shape the stones.
Oh, I'll have a look. Because I'm standing quite close, I'm going to have to keep moving around to keep the drone in my sight. Because obviously any further around I won't be able to see it here. But it's a pretty cool place to be fair.
And that statue there, obviously it's new.
Yeah.
That's
Ah.
once the Queen had died and Charles became king last year.
Right.
They had that statue and he came and unveiled it for his mum.
That one, right? Just the one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have a little look at that.
So that's a brand new statue. That it's not changed at anyone. It's a new statue especially for the dead Queen.
But anyway, both of you, take care and look after yourself. Take care. So what we'll do is we'll wander a different way. So I'm going to wander up a different way now.
There it is. I can see it, right? Right.
See, for flights like that, I tend to, once I've got my movement going, I tend to keep my eyes on it. Rather than because it'll bleep at you when it's still quite far away. See the detail on there, it's good. Another thing I like to do is I like to point it up like that. And then, once it's pointed up, at that angle, go up, like that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And at the top, go like that, look.
It's a pity they're not doing the roof tour. Could you be able to see them along?
Really?
Somewhere along, where they're on this hill edge here.
All right.
There's like a gully. They just follow the roof tour along.
Apparently there's a drone stuck up there, a big one. Hmm.
那人不是这么用的。
那可能这不限制啊，可以用无人机。
那可能专业人员，你看人家全套的。人看还有这个。
哦。这是不是中国大疆？
是啊，肯定啊，那不是大疆那是，必须是大疆。
但是他说你看，这可以随便飞。
没有，人家是这样的公证人员，你看，专业的。啊，带对讲机，我估计可能会。一个人创咋？
哦，也不是随便飞吗？
肯定不能。
我觉得
一个上面带炸弹，把人这个炸。
在国外我就不愿意要这个东西，我实在是看太麻烦了，要报废啊。
这跟旅游团来说，穿能带，我出来有时候也老带，但是现在太多了，不愿意带。 OK OK。
What, are you trying to do the photo of the tattoo? Why?
牛逼！哎，刚才我看到一个长得特像鲁尼，我操！我可以给他翻译过来，我拍完了翻译过来，看看，你看这广角，你看小广角就好。
Why you take a photo of this?
哎，你这个照做真好，我们这个
弄一个搞一个啊，那3000块钱嘛，你看人都带着。哦，这个你看，
他说这个人拍
广角拍出来。
Tell me why.
这个超广角，你看多漂亮。
Why he take the photo of this? Why?
那我一拍不让我拍，我一拍他不让我拍。刚才拍的是翻译器。好，来这个好，哎，好。
Which one's the rose window?
It's the round one.
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Ah, I came earlier. You may have heard. Did a little drone flight, and somebody said make sure you film that. But I was round the front, well, around there. So.
Yeah, so that's the window that was damaged in the fire.
Oh right.
Yeah, so it sort of shattered into, I guess, thousands of pieces because of the size of it and the fact that it was sort of held in place by the lead, so it was able to be sort of kept in.
Intact now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's intact.
Cool. It's a bit more empty now.
Yeah.
It was busy earlier when I came. Is it still open or?
Just for the service.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
All right. No worries. Thanks. More people. Hello.
all the time. I tell you what.
Oh, you're brilliant.
I've had a lot of people today.
You're brilliant.
Thanks.
You're good. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, mate. Yeah. What's your name?
Alan.
Alan. Hi. Hi. You alright?
This is Lee.
Hi, mate. You alright?
That's
All right.
Yeah.
I think I had 6 people today.
Have you?
6 or 7 here. Yeah.
Well, obviously
That's a lot.
the last one in London. Well, not the last one. The one in London. That was a called Pink Actress.
Oh, Baldy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What a star.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah, just played right into your hands.
Do you know when they happen like that, they're really unexpected.
Let it go. Yeah.
No, like like some days you go out and you expect it.
Yeah.
But that day I didn't.
No, I can. Yeah. I was wondering then.
I flew here earlier.
Oh, did you?
We seen your bike earlier. Well, the bike was seen because what we were saying. I was saying to Anne, I said, no, there's loads of bikes like that. Full wave.
I should have got a different colour, well, black, and then they wouldn't stand out with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I came back. Well, I didn't come back. I just saw him there.
Right.
And somebody said to make sure I get that rose window in.
Yeah.
And earlier I didn't really know it was there, so
So you're going.
I might get it back up right here, right now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Yeah, you're brilliant, honestly. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
All of you.
They'll put you on against that one.
What's that, sorry?
They'll put you on against that one.
All right, that's good, man. Viewer, yeah. Every day.
There's a few of you like there's AB.
Yeah, he's another one.
Just different.
I tend to talk to him and DJ Audits the most.
Yeah.
I would say, give or take.
And the published like good, in his own way.
Yeah.
Like Andy Publish. Because he does it in a different way as well,
Everyone's different the way they do it.
Yeah.
Really. I get on with Charlie.
Yeah.
Billy Moore.
Yeah.
Them.
Watch him as well.
Yeah, it's sad really. He's had a bit of stick and wrong.
Who, Charlie?
It's not good, is it?
It's ex-girlfriends for you, mate.
Just,
I'm going to go over there and see what happens, but I'll, if you're around, I'll come back. But
yeah, sure.
Nice to meet you guys, yeah? Take care, mate. Cheers. Hello again. I'm alright. I've been out all day filming.
Have you? Good?
Pretty good.
Yeah, good. Glad.
Lots of objections today.
Lots of objections?
Yeah.
No. Where have you been?
The thing on the hill. Castle on the hill. Well,
Clifford's Tower.
Clifford's Tower. Oh, okay.
They were upset.
Oh no.
Palace, Bishop's Thorpe Palace.
Oh, Bishop Thorpe Palace. Gosh, you have been far.
Yeah, they weren't happy. Somewhere else I can't remember. Oh, next door, National Trust.
Oh, okay.
They weren't too bad, but they weren't happy. You were the only one that was like,
Yeah.
you know the score, so you were like, crack on. The only one of the whole day.
As long as you didn't crash it, you did pretty well. You were already up on the other guy, the last guy that came.
Well,
You wanted. You get some good shots.
very, very good shots.
Yeah.
But I got told about the rose window earlier,
Okay. Yep.
and I was round there, so it's kind of hard to. Can't really fly around because you have to keep the drone in sight.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I thought on my way back I'll just now get a close up of that rose.
Yeah.
I think.
Before it potentially gets to the scaffolding.
Oh, is it? Oh no.
Yeah. So that's what they're building up at the moment.
Ah.
So at the moment they're stopping just short, because they're going to use the time to inspect it to see how the restoration works in the 80s are holding up.
Oh.
But if obviously they need to then work on it, it
Right.
might go all the way to the top. So yeah, good time to get a shot updated.
What else do you know about the building?
Well, where do you want us to start?
Oh right. Please
Do we
start.
want to start with the wooden structure erected for the baptism of King Edwin in 627?
Yeah,
we can
sure.
Start there.
You don't know what you're in for.
Yeah. Start there. Yeah.
I'm just going to check on service, but
Nice to
you're
see.
in very capable hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whenever I do drone footage, it's always good to know some history.
Yeah. The main thing is the current structure above ground is actually the fourth version of the Minster. So the first one was a wooden one that was quickly replaced with a stone one. That
Right.
one was in use through the Anglo-Saxon period, through the Viking period. After the Normans came, they used it for a little bit while they got their cathedral built, and then we actually can't find that one. They probably scavenged the stone from it, and it's long gone. And then that building was in use up until. In stages until 1220 when they started building this by tearing down parts of the old one and building a bigger section and then going somewhere else, tearing that bit of the old one down and replacing it piece by piece.
Very interesting that.
So this area is actually the first section of the current cathedral to be built. And then they hopped over and did the transept on the other side with the 5 long pointy windows.
Yeah.
And then they hopped over that way, went and did the chapter house, jumped all the way to the east end, did the end of it there, started to fill in the middle, then the towers are the last things to go up, effectively.
I see.
So basically everything above ground is could have been built anywhere in about a 200-year time period. And they did reuse parts of the older structure as well. So some of the glass is actually much older because they reused it from the Norman building. If you start going down into the crypt, there's lots of parts of the 12th century and 10th century or 11th century one left.
Right.
And then of course the whole place is on top of a Roman fortress. So
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't check any history before I came, so.
Yeah, there's the
That's
Romans
cool, that,
were
isn't
the
it?
first people to occupy this site that we know of. I don't think there's much Iron Age or pre-Roman material at least that we found. But yeah, they just once a place gets associated with power, it stays that way. So they just kind of kept building on top of it. The Normans even quite intentionally built on top of parts of it are on top of the Roman Principium building. So like the cathedral, the fortress headquarters for the Roman colonia, or not colonia, that was across the river, the fortress bit. And they also built it right on top of the Anglo-Saxon and Viking Age graveyard. So we've got that underneath the building as well.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's basically anything you point at, there's whole stories there.
So the question is, how do you know all of that?
I worked here for 2 years. You get it, you catch it eventually.
Really?
Pick it up, yeah.
Yeah, you should see me go in the crypt. It's like, so this one is 1980. It was laid by York Arts College and it represents the waters of the River Ouse flowing around the tomb of St. William. This is a reused Roman sarcophagus, but the corpse in it is from the 12th century.
So you go around and give tours?
Nah, they're
all volunteers who do the tours.
Yeah, so how do you know all that? You must have
Well, we have books around the building.
Yeah. So we
I also did a secondment in our collections and archive as well, so I got to do a lot of the write a lot of the catalog entries for some of the objects that are in the building.
Right.
So there's random bits that I know everything, basically everything we know about it. It's like this part of it is medieval and this is 18th century and they painted it in this year and and it's the memorial to Queen Victoria and this, that, and the other. And then there's other things that it's like, tell me about this window, and I like look at it and go, it's a window. So it's very piecemeal. But the longer you work here, the more random bits of esoteric information you get.
Right.
And every day you get a question that like you just don't know, or you have, like, I haven't noticed a tomb with that name on it. I can go check the book.
Yeah.
And then you go through and you find it and you look it up and you move on.
You're quite knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Aren't you?
Try to be. I prefer to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You must show interest in it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's why. Because you want to learn.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I heard the drone be mentioned.
Oh no, I just wanted to double check
Oh,
that
right.
there weren't any extra rules whilst the congregation.
Ah. Oh, they're coming out?
Yeah, well the service sounds like it's just finishing, so they'll be on the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can't flow over a crowd. So if there's a crowd, can't flow over. Pretty much. I mean, if they're coming out right now, I can wait.
We don't.
It
We
has
don't
to
really
take
know.
them a while to get out, is the thing.
Sometimes they start playing the voluntary, so like the organ piece at the end that like you're allowed to leave, but like it's not over.
Right.
Sometimes they start playing that and like 150 people like, oop, nope, we're done. We've had enough church. Up and out they come, and then sometimes the whole congregation dutifully sits to the end of the voluntary.
So what service is it?
Choral evensong.
Oh, right.
There's a service here every night. Not always evensong, but
Really?
there's always, there are 3 services a day, morning, lunchtime, and evening.
And around there, what's the difference? Like that building around there that I was flying outside earlier, and here, is it all one building inside, or is it different rooms? Is it?
Yeah.
No, but if I walk in there, can you see everything, or is it sealed off?
It's
Oh, okay.
The thing is, between a lot of the chapels have sort of dividing screens between them, so there'll be like a thing between you and the next chapel over, and then there's the structure of it. The roof is supported by a row of columns that kind of go down on each side all the way around the building. There are some places where you get a really good sweeping view of everything. The best ones are probably between the Great West doors, just looking down the nave, and then stood in the transepts looking the other direction.
Okay.
But because you've got these massive columns that are like this big, every 20 feet down the length of it on both sides and all the way around, there's lots of places of it that like you can only really see the area you're in.
All right.
And then the choir, which is where the evening service happens, is basically its own kind of like, it's not really a room, but it's an enclosed space within the cathedral. They kind of have walls going around it and little doorways in. The walls aren't the height of the whole building, but it's a bit more enclosed, so it's a bit more...
Nice. I might go in and have a quick look.
I'm afraid since you've
Not
got the
allowed.
service on, you can't come in for looking
Not
around.
allowed.
No.
Oh no, I just meant a peek. I didn't mean literally walk around.
Yeah, but...
Still not allowed?
No.
Oh.
We're at the point where we're clearing the building for the day now.
Oh, is it
People are
finished?
coming out, yeah.
Oh right, okay. No worries. No worries.
Everybody has to leave before we get to go home, and I'm hungry. So.
I'm hungry too, man. Yeah. What are you having for food?
Probably chili. Unless my partner decided to cook something for dinner tonight that he didn't tell me about. Which it was his turn to do the shopping, so maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starving. It's a hotel for me, so it'll be
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. There's lots of good stuff in York, though. You can kind of just
It's nice,
take
isn't
a
it?
direction and work.
Yeah, it's quite a nice city.
Yeah. Walmgate and Fossgate, kind of over that way, I think have some of the best restaurants on them.
What they called? What's the area called?
So the streets are named Walmgate and Fossgate. One of them turns into the other.
Oh right, okay.
But there's a bunch of student accommodation over there, so they've got lots of different places that are. It's sort of like, what do you want? French, Italian, Chinese, Nepalese, like have like
Yeah.
a bit of everything.
Hello, mate. You alright?
So they've got lots of different places, and some of them are expensive, but since there's a lot of students living over there as well, a lot of them are a bit more reasonable.
Yeah. You've given me a what's it called? Like a tour of York in one chat.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
It is part of my. I guess the restaurant recommendations aren't necessarily part of my job, but we do get happy.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
very much. Thank you very much, Lily. Goodbye. Yeah, you too. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's because of that. So we heard
Yeah, so I fly drones for a living. I do. Well, I make videos for a living, let's say, involving drones. And a lot of my viewers will always leave a comment and say, "Oh, why didn't you find out about that?" So I thought I'd ask somebody.
Hi.
So I appreciate that. Oh, sorry.
And before you ask, they're going in because their kids in the choir and they're picking them up.
Wasn't going to. No.
That's usually the next question, the first question when I start turning people away because the service is over and they're like, but you let them in, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm sorry, is your kid singing in the choir? Do you have a child to pick
Oh
up?
no, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, and these Minster police, they're very unique.
Yeah.
Aren't you? You're very unique.
The original. Yeah. Original police.
I've not seen these anywhere else. I know they are, but
What's this? What have you
you,
Oh, right.
As in-
First time you come across them.
Minster police, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Because you actually have pretty much the same uniform as regular police, apart from the...
They are full
Yeah,
police.
I mean, usually you can distinguish the difference, but here...
As a general rule, we don't wear high vis.
Right.
Unless there's a big occasion. So the only difference is black uniform, they would wear a high vis.
Oh, right.
And it's just because we have a small boundary, smaller precinct.
So you literally police just...
The Minster precinct.
Right.
Yeah. So it's the... Sorry, people are coming out at the same time. It's the Minster boundary, which is a blue line on a map. It used to be a walled area. So inside of that is the Minster property, its land, Minster itself, my ACE office, and
Right.
and everybody that visits.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
I suppose the question is, do you get a lot of crime?
How can I describe it? I've been here 21 years and I've dealt with
I want to hear it. Give me the wisdom of Bev.
Like petty crime to extreme crime. And
What, in here? In the grounds?
yeah, we're in
No
town
way.
centre. We're in town centre, so you're in the crosshairs of everything that happens.
Oh, do you get involved in,
You can't predict it, you just don't know.
Sometimes it's a kid trying to get over a fence when the park is closed, and
little
sometimes
things like that, you're trying to save them from getting stuck, which they do sometimes, but it just can be the smallest thing or the biggest thing. You can never predict it. And
Right.
every day is different. So, where are you from anyway? You visiting?
I'm from Midlands.
Right. What do you think to our York?
Well, I fly drones.
Right, okay.
It's my YouTube
I know
channel.
you had that, yeah.
Mm.
YouTubing.
YouTube with drone around these kinds of places. Historic buildings.
Yeah.
Anything that's beautiful.
Oh yeah, of course.
And yeah, I travel the country.
Right.
York for 2 days. Got lots of locations pinned.
Yeah, it's barely enough time for Europe, really. It's too much here.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
And there'll probably be other places that I haven't done, but I'll come back.
So what's your favourite bit of York so far?
That's a question. Do you know what? When I arrived, I've pretty much gone to the hotel, dropped my bag off, came straight out, came here. I quite like it around here, around the Minster area. From there, I've gone down to National Trust, which is obviously right there. Then I've gone over to the, what's that hill called with the?
Clifford's Tower.
Gone there. Didn't really look at anything there because they got quite upset about the drone. So I was a bit distracted with that. From there to the palace. Took the 3 mile ride. Down by the river was quite nice. Down the bike ride along there. Haven't really looked around, that's what I'm trying to say. I've just gone from here to there to there.
It'd be worth doing the museum gardens. I don't know if you've been through there yet.
I think the museum was on my list. Is that the one fairly local to here?
I mean, it's the York City Centre. Everything's fairly local to here. Yeah, it's kind of...
That's the one I meant.
The gardens bit are down kind of on the river.
Right.
And extend up to almost the back of King's Manor. So it's basically just that way. But the ruins of St Mary's Abbey are there.
Yorkshire
and,
Museum.
Yeah.
It's on my
and
list,
gardens
days.
around it.
St Mary's Abbey.
Yeah.
And you've got the river, so that'll make quite a good flight, I imagine.
Yeah, some nice Gothic ruins to
pile it around.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting. So St. Mary's and the current building are actually built similar times. We actually think they shared some of the masons. But that's what happens if you don't have a constant stream of income from maintaining the church. This is what happens when you do. The other one has no roof. It's a pretty dramatic. Yeah, you'll see. It's a pretty dramatic difference, really.
Wow.
But it is lovely. And then there's a little parish church just kind of behind it that you can, from the abbey, you can see William Eddy's tomb, which he was when he was alive in the Victorian period, he was a fairly well-known painter. He's actually got some pieces that are on display in the art gallery, or the museum that's down at the Exhibition Square.
Okay.
But he's one of the people that's actually responsible for us still having the medieval city walls. When they started to punch through them for the railroads and stuff, he got a bunch of people together to kind of kick off about it, and they were able to save them. So.
I've seen the walls on the map.
Yeah, no, they're worth having a walk around if you haven't already.
Are they manned?
Yeah. Not really, no.
There's no one there to go and say, hey, I'm going to fly.
No, it's just kind of a lot
of them at dusk, so if you like on the walls when they close,
right.
they ask you to come down, but there's no there.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of a little old man with a set of keys that does
nice.
the whole loop. And
yeah.
But yeah, no. Hi, Oisin. You're eating again. Yeah. No wonder you're growing so much. Bye-bye.
So you must be like you must know the area fairly well, because you know a lot of history on other places.
I don't know everything. I'm fairly good for restaurant, pubs, and historical landmarks.
Historic, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Other than that, I'm a bit out of my depth.
So the tower thing on the hill?
Yeah, Clifford's Tower.
What's that been used for?
So that's a Motte & Daly construction tower. That was the first castle built by William the Conqueror here. There used to be a second one on the hill across the river from it. The work was uppity enough, he felt the need for two castles, which I think there were only one of two cities in England that he felt the need for two castles. But there used to be, in the medieval period, there would have been a fairly elaborate castle complex there, but that is gone at this point. So like the structures that are around the Eye of York, so like the Castle Museum, are on the site of where a lot of the castle buildings in the medieval period would have been.
Yeah.
The castle would have had a bit of its own wall that joined up with the city wall. Most of the castle-y bit of the wall is gone, and even some of the city wall in that section. But the keep, so like that tower bit that's still there, is kind of all that's left. And they foolishly used it as a powder magazine, and it kind of blew up. Which
when?
Is why,
Recently?
Yeah, that's why it's decrepit and the top of it is gone. Is they were using it to store gunpowder, and then it went boom.
No way.
Yeah.
That's definitely some stories.
Yeah. I mean, it's York. If it doesn't have at least a dozen stories and 3 hauntings, it's not old.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of
haunted places. Anywhere haunted?
York is kind of has a reputation as like the most haunted city.
Is it?
Yeah, loads of ghosts.
I like that. I like haunted places. That's good.
Yeah, there's several pubs claiming to have ghosts.
They're competing over who's the most haunted, not who is and who isn't.
That's funny.
I think we might be unique in all of York in that officially we claim not to be haunted.
We're here.
Yeah. Well, I think the Anglican Church doesn't necessarily believe in the existence of ghosts, and therefore.
Oh no.
But like, I don't know. There are stories from people that have worked here. Like, I'm never in the building at night, so I don't ever see or hear anything.
Do you believe in ghosts? Or not?
Jury's still out on that one.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I would like to, because I just like the idea of humans possessing some sort of essence of self that survives death.
Have you ever experienced anything? I guess not if you don't know. Guess. But I've had a few weird things happen, so I'm kind of a bit 50-50 on it.
There's
myself.
One time I was turning lights off in the museum bit underground, and I thought I heard there's like a weird set of lights that have to be turned off manually. Everything else you can control from one main panel, and those ones are on a separate circuit for I don't know why. And I've forgotten to turn those off. So I had my torch with me, so I just thought I'll just go back and nip those, turn those off without turning everything back on. And when I was walking down one of the corridors to get back, I thought I heard something like fabric moving next to me, like someone else walking alongside. But that might have been my own trousers. I don't know. But like that's the closest.
Oh, right.
And I've worked here for over 2 years now, so yeah.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
No?
So.
Did a few videos in graveyards back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And a few weird things happened, but could be anything, right?
My undergraduate uni, I went to school in the States, had a graveyard that was meant to be quite haunted. As the school was actually founded pre-Civil War.
All right.
So there were so basically there are Confederate generals buried in the university cemetery. So like, of course it's haunted.
Yeah, yeah.
But there was also one grave that always had mint growing around it, and you were supposed to harvest it at midnight to make mint juleps. It was like a tradition. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, okay.
It was a nice little, fairly old cemetery, at least by American standards for that part of the world. But yeah.
Right, now my brain's full of information. I'm gonna, in a minute, get the drone up. Do my last little bit. That rose window looks really big from here, but when the drone was up there, it looked quite small. Strange.
I mean, it is, what, like 20 feet?
It is big, for sure.
Oh, yeah, it is. I don't actually know the measurements on it.
Oh, you should know this, right?
Yeah. I know that the yeah.
It's about the only thing you don't know, right? But
There's too much at this
very
place
knowledgeable lady, yeah? Very knowledgeable.
I know, he made the rookie mistake of asking me a question, and now he's been trapped.
Is that to search for people who shouldn't be in there?
No, that's for me. I'm going to make a video.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right.
See you later.
Bye, thank you.
Yeah, you're free to go.
Right or left. So, and that's all Tuesday.
Your employee, very good.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah.
I asked for a bit of history, and I got given a lot of history.
All of it. Yeah.
All of it. The whole city.
Yeah,
But it's great, because the videos I make are generally people saying, yes, carry on, and then I fly. Or they say, no, you can't, and I fly. So to get some information, like she gave, makes it more interesting.
Brilliant, I'm glad.
Hopefully people watch it and, you know, they come in and,
Fingers crossed.
yeah, so.
Oh,
Do you want to move that out of the way?
we'll just
Yeah. No, it's all right.
You're all right, don't worry.
All right.
Yeah, have fun.
Oh, it's then. Oh, yeah, you're right,
I'll look up. I know you
don't worry.
enjoy the rest of your visit.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got it.
Take off. Hold point.
Yeah.
What type of drone is that? Because I've just been looking at getting a. Is it a DJI? Something.
That's a Mini.
Mini.
That's a Mini Pro 4, that one.
Okay.
So I'd probably recommend that or the Mini 3.
Is the camera any good on it?
Yeah, very, very good, yeah. Yeah, it's well, it's 4K and it's very.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very.
gonna get one of these. And is there something about like licenses, like license to fly or something? Or?
Well, if you get a Mini, it's under 250 grams. So you just need an operator ID, which is literally £10 or 11 quid.
Oh right.
You get a number, you sticker it on the drone. That's it.
And then if it lands somewhere, they can just like call you.
Pretty much. And then in January it changes. You need a flyer ID, which is where you take a little online test. same thing.
Yeah.
You just have to do the test.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks very much.
No worries, mate. Bye. You too. Well, what an amazing finish to the York Minster. What an amazing girl she was, lady. In fact, as a whole, the staff at the Minster were very, very nice. Really, really nice people there. Can't complain at all. That was a great interaction. And I do love it when somebody can give you information about their job like that, and they can reel it off. You know, she clearly loves history, loves that kind of thing. It's always good to speak to somebody when they explain things like that. That was absolutely great. Well done her. Not sure on her name, but well done. And thank you, if you ever watch this video, thank you for being a star of the show.
So now we're after the well, which means everywhere you go, everywhere you sit, everywhere you eat, everywhere you sleep, everywhere you drink, you are doing so.
Hi.
Hello.
Right.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, thanks. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You're back.
I'm back. I'm back at work here.
I came back yesterday at the end of the day.
I saw you.
Oh, you saw?
I was there, yeah.
Oh, were you there as well?
All the time.
I
I
didn't
wasn't
see-
outside, I was inside.
Ah.
So that's why you didn't see me.
I spoke to your colleague. She gave a very,
Very knowledgeable answer.
very, very good background on the place. And then I came back late last night. I did a night shot as well.
Ooh.
I didn't plan to, but the other side is proper lit up, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Did the museum today. Did the art gallery.
Are you doing the whole of you? Or like all the main places?
I've got like locations pinned. Now there's a castle in Moulton area. Do you know where I mean?
I don't think I've been there, but I know the most.
Oh, mate. Every time I come here, there's different stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, we have yeah. Are you here for service? So we're closed for looking round.
Oh yeah, I've been a few times doing my drone.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to say bye to the staff that were nice, but it's different stuff again.
Yes, yeah. We're just keeping everyone on the toes, but yeah, different stuff again. But, yeah, you're very welcome. Is there anybody here that you've spoken to? Or?
I don't think so. There was a lady yesterday who was round there.
Yeah.
Very, very informative on the history. You probably know who I mean by that. Quite tall.
Oh, the history of the building?
Yes.
There's a few people who are quite good.
Oh, right.
Yes, yeah.
She was really nice.
Oh, lovely.
And then I think the manager, possibly the manager.
Okay.
Was that female?
Yes, blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of our floor managers on the floor. Yes.
She was also pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
brilliant. Well, I can certainly pass it on.
Yeah, just say the drone guy said bye and thank you for being polite.
Yeah, absolutely, I will do. Yes, no, that's lovely to hear. So yeah.
Yeah, nice one. All right, take care.
Thank you very much.
No worries. You too.
Home point updated. Home point updated. Take off.
And then I literally walked round where we just rode from. Walked around there as I flew round. Did the other side. And then landed. And then started this little video. So there's the York sign. And there's the lights of the cathedral. And I bet they're quite annoying if people live there. That would piss me off, that would. But there it is in all its glory. What a building.